We are under the lights. Madison Bumgarner gets the start for Arizona in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup end. Just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
At the plate now, Joe Morgan. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. It's been a slow start as they come in with just one win from their first 5 ball games. Hit to first. To second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you feel the...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
In now, Willie McCovey. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Marte gloves it.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Oral Hershiser, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Nick Ahmed is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there, 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Hit back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Ahmed is off at first with 2 away. Tried to get him to go after 1 below the knees, but it's 1-2. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down 2-0. Second inning set to go, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Matt Williams.
One of the keys to securing.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he
swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Peralta. He's there and records the first out.
Up next to the Giants, the center fielder, Willie.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the great Willie Mays. First pitch of the at-bat. And there are two away now.
Up next to the Giants.
Striding into the box, Joe Morgan reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Digging in now, Christian Walker. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And that's in there, 2-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And he got him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
So he sets him down swinging. Stephen Vogt becomes out number 2 this inning. Hershiser's ready. Here it is on 0-1. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Orlando Cepeda.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now batting, the first baseman, Willie McCovey.
Into the box now, Willie McCovey. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Marte is right there, 1 down. Digging in to try it again, Dave Kingman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, he makes the stop. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. So digging in now, Matt Williams. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And the runner back easily. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Grounded weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third now, and the pitcher Madison Bumgarner will bat next. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Eduardo Escobar stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Man at second here with 2 away. And that'll bring up the infielder, Ketel Marte. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Omar Vizquel. Hot shot on the ground to short. Ahmed has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The catcher, number 20.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here's a pop-up now. And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound.
The pitcher, number 55.
Coming to the plate now, Oral Hershiser. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a hot. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
So it was a strikeout swinging. David Peralta becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning.
The first baseman,
Christian Walker is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
And he will make the play. 2 away now.
now batting, catcher.
At the plate, Stephen Vogt. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mays is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Willie Mays.
24. Willie Mays.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Walker is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The batter number 8.
once again, Joe Morgan. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
That's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
At the plate, Willie McCovey in the air now out to left field. Peralta's after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Dave Kingman. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Line drive to left. Peralta will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cole Calhoun is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Back goes Kingman. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
15, second baseman.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Starling Marte will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Marte, playing here in his age 31 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Diamondbacks down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Line toward the alley in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Into the box, Omar Vizquel. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And he is in there.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. The pitcher, Oral Hershiser, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Lifted in the air to center field. Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Willie Mays. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So here's Eduardo Escobar, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Now batting. Shortstop.
First pitch on its way. Nick Ahmed comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Fouled away. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
2 out, nobody on. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Still 8-0.
Leading off for San Francisco.
So striding forward now, Joe Morgan. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Calhoun, but this will wind up being a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There is Ahmed. 1 there, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
The first baseman.
So stepping in, Willie McCovey. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And he's safe.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes.
Stepping in now, Dave Kingman as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now batting. The third baseman.
Digging in, Matt Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, a base hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at bat in this one.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 10-0 score. So striding in, Buster Posey. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 down, runners at first and second. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Hit in the air to center field. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Steve Bedrosian comes on to pitch from bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. First pitch on its way. David Peralta is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. First offering on its way.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I liked that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Votes in a hole, 0-2 to him.
When you find yourself in an 0-2 hole against one of the best hurlers in baseball,
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Willie Mays. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Willie Mays.
Hit hard to short. Ahmed has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. One gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th, and Joe Morgan strides up to the plate. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Throw into second, and that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it, and that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Now at the plate, Willie McCovey. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Now foul tip held onto by Posey, and this will go down as a strikeout. Nicely done behind the plate. First pitch on its way. Ildemaro Vargas is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Over to McCovey, 2 down. Tim LaCastro will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Castro.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Eduardo Escobar standing in, skied into straightaway right.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Archie Bradley comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's the 1-0. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-1. Popped him up. Escobar is there. One down.
The bat, number 13.
Digging in the switch hitter, Omar Vizquel. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone! These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty B, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one. Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again from the stretch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Peralta. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The center fielder, number 24, Willie Mays.
Into the box, Willie Mays. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Marte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Ketel Marte is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Hit on the ground to short. Vizquel scoops it up. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting.